Alright, you are welcome. So in this video we are going to look at how you can create a professional sales video with our smartphone. So we'll be looking at the various ways we can create a sales video or video ad, depending on how you want to call it, with our smartphone. So we will look at using text
Get your
mixed with
television
pictures,
sets,
having sound at the
refrigerators,
background,
deep freezers,
and then
washing
having video
machines.
at the background.
Become
So
a
stick and
professional
stay.
graphic designer
If
at the
today is
comfort
the
of
first time of visiting this channel, kindly subscribe, share and comment. And if you've already subscribed and you've come back, thumbs up, do us a favor by sharing. Thanks, and let's get started. Welcome back. So we are going to use this app InShot. You can download it from all platforms. Now when you come here, click on video, click on new, then click on blank. After you've clicked on it, come to this side and you see this green tick there, click on it. Good. Now this is how you can change the background. You can see that the background is black. If you want to change it, these are the tools you'll be working with. Just scroll through till you reach background. Click on it. Now it has given you quite an options. We have this side that will give you the opportunity to insert a picture. So if I click on this, you realize that the picture has inserted. Maybe you want to blur the picture, you can blur it for it to give you a nice background. If you don't want it to, click on this. So if you don't want to use the picture, we have a solid color here. You can click and use any of the colors, or you want to use gradient, that is combination of two or more colors, or you want to use a pattern. They are all here. So depending on what you are doing, always make sure you select a nice background that will make the text to be visible. Alright, so let me use this background. When you are satisfied with the background you want to use, click on the mark sign here to activate it. Great, so this is your timeline, everything, whether picture or whatever you want to use. Now you can see that this is only 3 seconds. Click on it and then you drag to extend it. You can also drag to reduce it. Alright, let's get to business then. So we are looking at only text. So let's look through the tools and click on text. Then you say, okay, so this is the text. Do you know that you can? Now when you come here, this is the color. We have borders. Now the border is white, you can change it to black. We have shadow. If you want shadow, let's say black shadow, it will come. If you don't want it, just click on this. Now when you click on the shadow, you can see the X and Y, that is where you want the shadow to be. And the label, if you choose the label, it will give it a background, or let's say a shape around it. So depending on what you want. Okay. Now opacity, that is how visible you want the thing to be. Great, so this is how you insert text and then how you can add beauty to your text. The next section is font. So you select the font you want. Always the highlighted one will be the one selected. And then you come to this side where you can increase your font. You can also space them out, individual characters or words. Now the last one is the animation. In fact, if the video ad will be nice, it depends on the animation that you will select. So let's select this. It is too fast, so let's complete this bar. Great. It has automatically selected in and out animation. So if you want only the in animation, you don't want the out, click on the out and then come to this side, click on this. So you realize that there's no out animation. You can also select a different out animation. So I want to select something that will bring it down. Good. So that is it. Now, after you are done, click on this. So as soon as you click, it will come. Alright. So let's say half of it, I'll put in the next. Do you know that? Now you can see that it is too long. There are two options. Either you use this to reduce it, but still the writings will be small. So come here and then you break it down by hitting the enter button so that at least it can be visible. So what I normally do is just change instead of putting everything together like this, copy the text, cut this one, and then you change it. So do you know that? Okay, so you can create a professional. So automatically the text will be aligned in the center. Okay, so you have to arrange them. Okay, so I want to select a different animation for this. So let's see what we have been able to do. So you can see that there are a lot of spaces there. Then with your smartphone you can end there, or you can put the contact details. You can say call, then the name of the business will come. So we come to another section. This is the time, like I said. Now when you want to, you can see that the name of the business and the call appears the same. So the name of the business, you just long press and bring and then leave the hand. So that at least it will be something like this. Alright, then you can add the phone number. So you click on the mark sign here, click on this, let's reduce it. So if you want the text to be seen at the last end like this, all you have to do is make sure the background is shorter than the text. You can see that there's a green line under, that is the text. If it sees it, you realize that you can't see the text anymore. So depending on what you want. Now let's play. Great, so we are done. Make sure you position your text well and other stuff. So with this one, you can also give it an audio at the background. It's simple. When you come here, where's the audio? Okay, this is the music. So voice over, when you click on it, you record your voice over it. You can also add tracks, that is audio, your music, effects, transition sounds, and everything is here. So just play with it and then whatever you want. So that is how you create only text. Now in the next session, we will look at how we can create video ad with video at the background, and then you have your text on it, and then you are good to go. So when everything is intact, you can add the logo of the business. Maybe you want the logo to be seen throughout. Go to sticker, click on the image icon here, the picture, and then it will give you the options to bring in the logo. So when you click on the plus sign, it will take you to your system, then you select it. Alright, but I have the logo here, so I'll click on it. Then when the logo comes, use this to resize it, then you position it. When you are done, you click on this mark sign. So here is the thing, if you want the logo to be seen throughout, click on this arrow and drag it for you to cover the entire video. If you want it to appear at only where it says call us, it's simple. Just drag and then you will see it there. Great. If you want to add an animation, click on edit. So you see this is the animation you can add. If you want the logo to be behaving, or let's say moving, you call it loop. So this, it will be like that throughout. You can complete this time here to slow the rate at which the thing moves. That's all. When you are done, you click on the mark sign. This is the opacity, how visible you want the thing to be. So you can even use this one as a watermark in your work or the video that you created for the person. Great. So when everything is intact, all you have to do is click on this mark sign, click on save. So here we have the resolution, we have the 1080 pixel. You can take that one so that will give you quality video. Don't forget that when you click on it, the size to is 19.1 megabytes. You can also click on it and then you can key in When you click on it and you click on the plus sign, it will give you the size you want. Then you tap it in, you click on OK. Now you click on save. So it is done. Click on it, then it will play for you. If you want an audio at the background, use text to speech apps. There are many. Then convert your audio and then you use it. Great, you're welcome back. This session we are looking at using a video as our background. Video, new, then you locate the video you want to use. Make sure it relates with the content. Click on it. Now I don't want to use the video, the audio in the video, so click on it, look for volume, then you reduce it to 0. Click on this mark and you're done. So let's go back and put in our text. Now you can see that this video has some write-ups, so it means that the text we are going to take, we are going to put in, it should be different. But before I put in the text, I told you in the first video, the first session, that you can use audio at the background. So let me go to audio. Okay, it's here.
Become a professional graphic.
Okay, so when you select the audio, it will play for you to hear whatever it is. Now let me play and see.
Become a professional graphic designer.
So you can see that here, it takes a long time before the voice continues. So I want to delete that empty space. Now you can see that here, there's no wave, there means a silence. Click on split. Click on this side and then, so you click on this side and you drag it. So now it will be continuous. The break will not be that long, the silence. So let's see.
Become a professional graphic designer at the comfort of your home. You don't need to have any experience.
So this one too, I'll break it by using split. Long press and bring it here. So let's see.
Become a professional graphic designer at the comfort of your home. You don't need to have any experience. Contact Safe Prime Concepts now.
Alright, so we will use it. So let's click on the mark sign. So here, I want the sound at the background. As soon as it says something, then the text will appear. So this is where the technicalities come in. If you want to do what I'm doing now, make sure you get your text-to-speech audio at the background before you put in your text. So let's see.
Become a professional graphic designer.
Okay. So it starts right from here. So I told you that this, because you are using this video that already has text that are visible, this is what you are supposed to do. Come to the label, the down part here. The label is here, but let's use text. Come here. You will get this one. It's not the one I want. You can see that it has given us a background. Now let's change the text color here. Let's select white. Will not make it. Let's say black. Let's go to border and add white, or red will do. So just play with it and then select the one that will work best for you. So I think this one is not bad. Make sure that I want people to see the background, what is happening in the video. That's the rationale for using it. So let me click on it and play and see from the beginning.
Become a professional graphic designer at the comfort of...
Okay, so designer at the comfort of your home. So let's start from the beginning.
Become a professional graphic designer at the comfort of your home.
Okay.
You don't need to have...
So.
You don't...
Okay, so it's somewhere here. You drag it. So let's see.
Become a professional graphic designer at the comfort of your home. You...
So the U start from here. I don't want the video to be long, that's why I'm not talking. I'm just putting in the text, because you know how to put in text. You know how to add animation to text. So don't say that you don't know how I did it. So let's start. So anytime you put in a text, don't continue. Just play and see if
Become a professional
it's okay.
Graphic designer at the comfort of your home. You don't need to have any experience. Contact.
Okay, any experience. So
Contact.
the contact starts from here, then you put in. Ideally, your animation style must be the same, so that people will not be distracted by the video ad. So you can see that I'm using this type of animation. So take note. Now let's see.
Become a professional graphic designer. At the comfort of your home. You don't need to have any experience. Contact SafePrime Concepts now.
You see, so you can then add the contact details. You say contact them now, so maybe you can put this one up here, and then the contact details will come below. So that is how you create it, and then you can use this same technique to create a video that text will be popping up. So when we get to the next session, that is what we are going to do, but I will not use video at the background because audio at the background. So let's click on this. Now let's reduce the background. So as usual, let's click here. So let's see.
Contact SafePrime Concepts now.
Great. So the entire length is 12.1 seconds. Now your video ad shouldn't be all that long, because if it is long, people will not watch it. Now let's play from the beginning.
Become a professional graphic designer.
Let me change the way the become appears. So click on the text. It's like there is no animation. Yes. So let me give it animation. And then let me straighten it a bit. Now let me center it. Good. So you can center it when you come to where you have the font size on this. So let's play from the beginning.
Become a professional graphic designer. At the comfort of your home.
Okay.
You don't need to have any experience. Contact SafePrime Concepts now.
Great. So we are done. If you want to add social media icons of the business, the contact SafePrime Concept now, you know it already. Go to sticker, image. Okay, so you click on the items, then you use this to control it, then you position it at where you want. In fact, you can add animation. When you click on the mark sign, you click on edit, you can add animation if you want that. So you are done. You can also put a sound at the background, then you click on save, and that is it. So in the next session, we are going to look at how we can create a video ad, individual pictures and group pictures. I will do that one together as a single video. So kindly watch that session. Great, you're welcome back. Now we are looking at the last session. Now let's quickly change the background. I want a solid color yellow. You click on it. Okay, so we are going to use pictures. Now you realize that in the previous session, when the text appears, then the audio will be matching with the text. So in the picture session, the same thing. Click on them. I want to use this fire stuff, so let me position them. Okay, so first click. Now I don't want it to start with the video, so let me bring it in small. You know that one already. Just click and drag. Let me type something here. Test. Okay, so I decided to put in the text, and then you know how to put in text, add animation. Now let's see how we can add animation to the pictures. You know how to import a picture as well. It's the same thing. So let's the highlighted one, click on edit. So let me see. This one is too fast, so let me select the app. Okay, you click on the max and the next picture. I've told you use the same animation so that people will not be bored. Make sure you check this to slow it down. And the last one, edit, the same thing. Make sure the bar is full. Okay, so when you click on the max and let's play from the beginning. Okay, now you can see that when we were using the video, the text, it will come. So here too, you can do the same thing. At the background, do you want quality and affordable sirens and sounders? Then whatever you want to type here. So let me say industrial siren. I want them to appear separately. So let's say residential. I'll bring this one down here. etc, etc. Good. So all that we have to do is we have to extend the picture on our timeline. Where you have the things, we call them timeline. So let's click on the sticker, click on the picture, let's extend it. Okay, now you can see that the etc is at where this thing is. So just long press and then that's all. Good. So okay, so I just want to leave this one there from there. Good. So let's extend this. Then our timeline, our background has ended. So let's expand it for it to be equal to this green line you see over there. Now let's play and see if everything is okay. So you see, I want everything to be there. Industrial, residential, and the etc. So let's go to test. Then in that case, I have to long press the etc and send it up so that it will come a little bit. This one will equal to all of them. Great. So make sure that they are all the same. Now I will change the color of the text. So let's play from here and see. Very good. So now we are done. Now let me change it to black. So our ad is now ready. So like I was telling you, you can add audio. So when the text, the picture appears, it will just be mentioning the name or whatever you want to do. You apply the same knowledge we use in the video background session with the text with this picture. So you see this picture, they are all appearing at the same time. You can make them appear one by one. So let's assume that this one will appear first, this particular one. Then the audio at the background will mention the name. Let's say sounder, or residential or domestic sounder, or depending on what you want to do. And then this big one say industrial. This one say this. So if it is clothing, the same thing. Very easy and simple. And then make sure that it disappears and another one will also pop up. Okay, so we are done. Now what is left is we have to add the business details. So called great. So our sales video or video ad is ready. Now you can also bring in group items. So let me extend the background and then teach you how you can do that. That one is pretty easy. Go to sticker. Now here I have some images that I designed. So let me click on it. Alright, bags, and let's say shoes or whatever. So I don't want all of them to start. So as usual, you long press and then. So this is the one that is starting first. Now you can do these things using the same app, the InShot app. You save them without a background, or you can use any other editing software. Good. So let me click on edit. Then I'll say come from this side, and then if it is disappearing, click on out, and I'll use this so that it will go back. Great. So you see it comes from right and it is going to the right. Now this was what I was saying, that let's assume it is shoes. Then you either use the voice cover or you will use the previous session approach, whereby you just use the text to speech, and then what happens is that as soon as it comes, let's say you can say get your quality shoes for all events. Then so this was what I was saying, let the shoes disappear before the next item comes. So we are seeing this clashes because the background has ended. So let's click on the test. All right, so let's drag this suit and bring it here. The back shoe should come under this, so that any interface there will be a different item. Okay, so let's see, and then the out animation go to the side. Great. Now the next one, backs, and then the animation, out animation, let's say it will go down. So everything is now set. All you have to do is put in the text, put in the location, and put in whatever. So I decided to teach you this in order not to make the video long. So I've merged two things here, bringing in individual pictures and then bringing in group pictures. Try to generate audio at the background. It's a very nice video. So what happened is that this empty space here, you put text there. You can say all kinds of shoes for all occasions there, depending on what the audio will say, and then suit for all occasion and what have you, bags for every occasion. Alright, so thanks for watching. So we are done. Make sure you create something nice, catchy, and then the things you do, make sure it is visible. That is the number one rule in video art. If it is not visible, people can watch. If it is not attractive, people will also not watch. So all you have to do is know the target audience of the person you are creating the video for. Know the colors you will use. Some colors are dark, people will not watch. Then get a nice audio at the background, whether the person will be saying it like we did in the previous session or just an audio. Whatever you want to do, make sure you take your time, and then it shouldn't be a rush. So this one, look at this, make sure they can read. Don't just do things and then they cannot read. No, they should be able to read. So at least that's why in sales video or video ad, you don't put in a lot of things. Something that people can read on the screen, and then another one will come. So that is why it's important if you use the audio at the background. Great. So hit the subscribe button because there are more videos coming your way. All this you can do it with your smartphone for free. Don't forget to click the notification icon so that you'll be notified with my new video. Thanks for watching. All your questions are welcome.